Hello, artists. Today we are continuing working on our Faith Ringgold inspired um, quilt artwork. What we're going to need to do today is you're going to get a piece of construction paper. On your construction paper with your pencil, please go ahead and write your name somewhere on that paper. Um, if you have a piece of black construction paper, you can use a pencil because you can see on the screen that it does show up. After you get done writing your name, I want you to turn your paper around so that your name is on the back. So go ahead and turn your paper around. And then your next step is going to be to grab one of your quilt pieces. So your little paper quilt pieces, you're going to grab one. And then I'm just going to kind of put it right here in the corner. And I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to make a little line so that I know how far out I need to put my glue. So I'm just going to make a little line right there. You can see that little line is right there. And then I'm going to open up my glue stick and I'm going to fill up that one side of my paper with glue so that I have somewhere to put my little quilt pieces. I'm trying to be really careful with my glue so that I don't get it on the desk, but at the same time I'm also trying to make sure that I'm using a good bit of glue. So we're just going to go all the way down. And if you go a little bit further out than you need to, that's perfectly fine because we are going to, well, the glue dries clear, but we're going to be putting another piece of paper on top of it anyway. So what you want to do is you want to get it close to the edges, as close to the edges as you possibly can so that none of that construction paper is showing. And we're also going to try to get our little quilt pieces as close to one another also so that none of that background paper is showing. Not all the quilt pieces are the same size, and that's okay, friends. We are going to be covering it up anyway. So what you want to do is you want to just continue to do your quilt pieces all the way around your paper. Now, when I get to the bottom, you can see that there's just a little bit of space right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overlap another little piece of paper right there. So I just put a little extra glue and then I'm just going to overlap. Now, you're going to go all the way around. So if you'd like to, you could go ahead and turn your paper so it's a little bit easier for you. And then we're just going to be doing the same thing that we did before. We're just going to be doing the glue all the way down one side of the paper. And after we get a really nice thick coat of glue, then you're going to go ahead and start putting your quilt pieces on. I'm going to actually start from the bottom this time. I started from the bottom. And remember, we're trying to get them as close together as possible so that none of that construction paper is showing. Just do the very best that you can. It does not have to be perfect, friends. Just do your best. And again, as a reminder, there's glue over here. On this side, you can see that I did not get a chance, to fill up, with a little piece of paper, and it is okay because it's going to dry clear anyway. So once I get to the end over there, I'm going to add a little bit more glue so that it overlaps. Okay. And again, we're going to come onto the other side. We're doing the same thing. A nice thick coat of glue. Turn your paper once you're finished, and nice thick coat of glue all the way down one side. Try to cover up as much of the construction paper as you can. Alrighty, so now I have my quilt, my Faith Ringgold inspired quilt all ready. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my quilt and I'm going to set it to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and get my sky painting. All right, you're going to get your sky painting. You're going to turn your sky painting around, and you're going to put glue around all of the edges of your paper. All right, you're going to put glue around the edges as close to the edges as you can get without getting it on your desk. Be careful. And then after you get the glue in the edges, or all around the edges, we're going to put glue in the middle. Then you're going to go ahead and get your quilt, your Faith Ringgold quilt, and you're going to do the very best that you can to get your sky on there nice and straight. And what you can do is you can go ahead and turn your paper around, and you want to give it a nice massage. Massage your paper. Push down pretty firmly so that that glue can really have a chance to stick onto the paper. All right, after you get done doing that, what I want you to do is I want you to make a choice as to which side you want to be the top of your painting and which side you want to be the bottom. I think for me, I'm going to turn it around because I want for this to be the top and I want for this part to be the bottom. And what we need to start doing this year is we need to start doing our artist signature on all of our work. So our artist signature should always go on the bottom right hand side of your artwork. Now, if you have something dark to write it with, maybe like a dark crayon, a black crayon, or a black skinny marker. If you don't have those things, maybe try a pencil. I have a black marker that I'm going to go ahead and use. And in the corner, when you do your artist signature, not only should it be your very best handwriting, right? I've got my name written right there, but you're also going to want to go ahead and put the year. That way you always know when you made it. So I have my name, Sunny, and I have the year, 2020. So you want your name and the year on the bottom right hand side. And once you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and put your glue away. You're going to put your pencil away, clean your area, and then we can go ahead and move on to the next step. All right.